in any way, tearing down the
I don't know. Ask
grids
him.
and stuff?
I don't know. Ask him.
I think it would have to affect it. Well, look at how solar flares can affect the entire electric grid, and if we're losing our magnetic shielding, I think that we'd be seeing more solar flares. But yes, even now, during the auroras, the aurora borealis can sometimes cause corrosion in metal pipelines and can cause electric disturbances. So I would think that a magnetic reversal would be causing huge electric disturbances.
Do you expect the shield to go totally down when this happens, as far as protecting us from the sun and UV rays and stuff?
I don't think anybody can answer that totally, because they say that other times when it's gone down to 15% of normal is that then the magnetic field reverses all the way. So we may still have that 15% protection, but I like more than that. But what we do know, I can't answer you how much. I can't answer you totally on that. But what we do know is that 12,000 years ago, radioactivity levels in the United States in the soil increased by 2,000%. That we do know. So however much it does decline, at least it allows that much radioactivity in.
All right, Terry. Thanks for the call. I got a flash message here from Leonardo in Puerto Rico. And he says, Kevin, interesting show tonight. Please ask your guest if Al Gore really invented the Internet.
I'm sure he did.
Okay, now look.
Thanks for the question, Leonardo.
Got a question for you. I've been holding this is the trump card up my sleeve. I've been holding this one for you.
Okay.
With all that radiation that bathes the Earth when we go through a magnetic reversal, how do the cockroaches survive it?
Well, a lot of them probably because they're living underground. But there's another interesting thing is that animals who lived in the fast lane got hammered a lot worse. And I think it's the animals that have to run out into the Holocaust to get food, because the animals, like turtles, who move very slowly, they haven't changed all that much in the last 5 million years. And that's the case with so many different kinds of ocean dwellers. The ammonite, which apparently had a much faster metabolism, died out, whereas the nautilus still survives to this day. So the studies do show that the animals that had the most compulsive need for calories are the ones that change the most, whereas the ones, alligators that can hide underwater, many during extinctions, during the dinosaur extinction, for example, when 76% of all species went extinct, only 14% of the freshwater dwellers went extinct. So there was something about the water that protected them.
So if you could live under the water, or well, I mean, you could. There are habitats underwater. So
that's why I'm saying too is to have that food supply, so you don't have to be running out into the Holocaust, because the ones who can get by with less food and without eating as often seem to have survived much better.
Okay, but now wounly you
survived much better? For instance, during the last extinction, 11,500 years ago, almost all of the animals were not all, but almost all of the animals were I shouldn't even say that, 40% of the animals where the adults weighed more than 100 pounds, 40% of them went extinct. And I think that's because they couldn't hide. Whereas
I'm in trouble.
The smaller, well, but if you have food and if you can hide, and I don't know whether lead on our roof would help. There's so many things I don't know that I'd like to know.
Old caves and mine shafts might become prime real estate.
I think they could. I really do. As long as you're not caught in one of those earthquakes in them.
Yeah.
I'd want to make sure I could escape. But I do think that old caves and mine shafts would be, or perhaps even standing under a bridge. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that caves would be a good idea. That, you know, I have a feeling those cave paintings from 12,000 years ago were there probably because some of the people were hiding in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, and if you have solar lights, like I've got a couple of little solar lights, you know, with all that radiation coming in, all you would have to do is set it out for about 10 minutes, and it'd be charged up for 24 hours.
There you go.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. I do think that greenhouses are going to be like gold because of the food situation, and because when this happens, it's going to be getting colder. So greenhouses, I think, will be like gold.
Mm-hmm. But to underscore something you said earlier, this could be 100 years off. It could be 500 years off.
Yes. I don't think it's 500 years off, but it could be off 100 years, certainly. Mm-hmm. Certainly. Because the carbon dating of the records, some say that the last magnetic reversal was 12,200 years ago. So if I'm right about every 11,500 years, then we're due yesterday. Mm-hmm. But so much of this carbon dating can be off a little bit. So I sure don't trust the 2012 date.
Well, you know what I say about that is I don't know. I don't know. And actually, I don't think anybody knows for sure about this date. However, I intend to have a party December the 21st, 2012, in Bangkok, Thailand. I've already got the place picked out where the party's going to be. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And this is not a joke, okay?
All right.
Live band, live music, great food, tremendous atmosphere. And what I say is, if December the 21st, 2012 is truly when we're all going to go, then okay, I'm going out partying.
Sure.
And, I don't think, and I've had people say, you just take such a flippant attitude about it. But that's not the case. It's not a flippant attitude. It is, I can't stop whatever's happening and whatever's going to happen. Therefore, since I can't stop it, I'm not going to fear it. I'm going to plan a party. And then if destruction doesn't happen, we have a great party. If destruction does happen, well, folks, I'll find out at the same time you do. So I encourage everyone, especially if you're afraid, come to the party. December the 21st, 2012, Bangkok, Thailand, and we'll have a good time. Robert Felix, thank you for being with us this evening. Stay on the phone with me for a moment if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for this evening. I hope you've enjoyed the show. My friends call me Steel Eye. My enemies do too. You can call me whatever you want. Just keep coming back again and again and again. Until next time, so long everybody.